engineer, innovator, education reformist, those are a lot of different hats to wear. But two things are consistent: his work to transform our communities and bringing them together to drive change. Who better to learn from about innovating as a community? Join me in welcoming Sonam Wangchuk.
Thank you, Sudha, and namaste, Jule, as we greet in Ladakh. I bring you warm greetings from somewhat cold Ladakh. Delighted to be here connecting to so many women technologists at Target. So this is my little village where I grew up and spent my childhood running around. I didn't have a school to go, little as it was, this village didn't have schools. So my schooling, which prepared me for life and solving problems, was curiosity, first of all. If we have this, as I said, half the things are taken care. We'll pick up the science and maths and languages much faster than we do in schools if we have this curiosity. But curiosity alone is not enough. It can be like monkey curiosity, somewhat like entertainment, if you just keep asking questions and do nothing. So the second pillar of my schooling, or of problem solving mindset, I feel, is empathy. To have empathy is to feel for other people, their problems. People are all sentient beings. And without this, you cannot solve problems. Best of solutions are rooted in this. Best of businesses are businesses that are rooted from empathy to solve problems rather than ambition to earn money. But then empathy alone is not enough. It would be like a prayer of wishing everyone well if it was only just a, good wishes. Therefore, the third pillar that makes us more complete on the path of innovation mindset that I learned from my childhood is initiative, the spirit of initiative. Once we have knowledge and understanding from curiosity and are moved by empathy and have that initiative to go out and do it, then things start changing. So we started a very interesting innovative school where the admission criteria was failure rather than marks, and we wanted it to be a learning place for grown-ups also to live in harmony with nature, and therefore the school was built with natural materials like earth and powered and heated in a cold place like Ladakh with the sun.
Right from education to combating the climate change. So what drove you to take action?
Right, very good question. And as I shared in the beginning, the things that shaped my life were curiosity, empathy, and initiative. So many times it need not be an inspiration, many times people ask me what inspired you. It can be necessity. That necessity moves you to take action. So it moved me to do something, and this should be natural. I find it a bit unusual when people ask me, why did you choose this path? I would rather ask, why didn't others choose this path? To bring reforms in education, for example, I saw that we don't have big degrees in education, nor do we have big funds, no consultants we could hire. But I saw that we had abundance of failures. As I said, 95% would fail. Every family had 2 or 3 failures who were down and depressed, being scolded in their homes. And I made an army out of them. These are great resources. So we went and brought them out and said, together we can be an ants army. We look helpless, but when we work together, we can change things. So turned out these young ants could do what PhDs and consultants couldn't do, and what was needed. So what was needed was to change people's mindsets. Scholars could write books and articles that nobody in the villages would read. But these young people could do theater, They could sing, they could dance, they could make films, and that's what we did.
How can we, in our work, can look at incremental innovation?
So like I said, we don't have to think of one big breakthrough. Breakthroughs will be there, disruptions will be there, but start with this mindset of, questioning everything, which is what I call curiosity. Question everything. Don't take things as a given or granted and cannot be questioned. Question the very fundamentals also, because quite possible, very possible, that at the very fundamentals we are wrong.
So this question is close to my heart. So what's the role of a woman in building the community to solve the problems, solve their own problems?
Yes, not only their own problems, the world's problems. Actually, I truly, honestly feel, and I've been very inspired and touched by my mother's, innovative mind and creative mind, and I've always believed that with the compassionate outlook that women have, they could truly make this world a better place. I told you how cold it is in the winter, and yet young people don't run away. They actually look forward to the winter, and the reason is this. What you see there is the national sport of Ladakh in winters. It's called ice hockey. So we asked our girls and said, what if we try and test whether girls can or want to play this? If it is far away, let's use a little bit of, again, high school, middle school science and bring it out of those ponds and reservoirs. Till then, people used to think that ice rink, as they are called, rinks can be only done on frozen ponds and reservoirs. We said, why not on the normal ground? It only takes an inch of ice, so let's do it. So we made an ice rink right outside our girls' hostel at our school. So they could jump out of their bed and be on the ice and play. And play they did. It was not at all that they didn't want to play. They played, and soon they formed a team at school, and we supported some other schools to form their teams, and very soon they were playing for the district, for the region, and then for India. They made India's first women's ice hockey team.
Wow. So we have few questions from our audience. The first one is from Niba Gupta.
So my question is, innovation is an idea which is not present and not proven yet. So from idea to implementation, there are lots of challenges, which includes, your cost, time, resources, many things. And there is a no surety, like the you will get the results always. So, sir, how to deal such uncertainties, sir, and how to handle failure, sir? So, what is your opinion, sir?
We have to encourage people to be questioning, to be taking initiatives, taking actions. Whether it leads to success or failure doesn't matter, because every action, even failures, actually more the failures, leads to experience. And experience, a lot of experience leads to confidence, and confidence with experience, having taken actions, leads to success. Success is a byproduct rather than a goal in itself.
The next question is from Chaitra P.
My question is on parenting and children's curiosity to learn. My 9-year-old daughter, she loves science and astronomy in particular. She spends a lot of time in learning about galaxies, asteroids, etc. Many times I will not have answer to her questions. My question is, as parents, what we can do to encourage kids' curiosity to explore and innovate?
Never ask them not to ask questions. You can say, I don't know the answer, but let's discover and find out together. I'm as much a part of this journey as you are. And then find or teach them the ways to find, and then they'll find their own ways. They'll spend and burn their midnight oil lamps to find their answers.
Okay, so Sonam, before we let you go, we are curious to know.
Yes.
What are you currently working on? What's keeping you busy these days?
Okay. So we are working on and have started a crowdfunding campaign.
Okay.
But this is a very different one. You don't have to dispense your money because the planet doesn't need money. It's a crowdsourcing of pledges to change lifestyles. So if you go and look up ilivesimply.org, there are various ways you can pledge to change your lifestyle from, say, driving to bicycles or walking, aeroplanes to trains, not wasting food, planting trees. And as you pledge, the site calculates how many dollars worth you have contributed. So to influence people in the world also while acting locally, that's what keeps me busy.
Thank you, Sonam, for joining us today and sharing your incredible story with us.